This will most likely be my last Strongman show.
Why is he retired? That's the real question. Why would a man who's 6'8", 400 some pounds, the strongest man in the world, beating everyone, why would he retire when he... Coach Greg, and today's video is about Hafthor Bjornsson. The mountain, the biggest man I've ever seen, 6'8", 400 plus pounds. Is he or is he not retired from Strongman? I watched a video from World's Strongest Fan. He posted a clip after Hafthor had won for the 10th consecutive time. Iceland's strongest man. Did he barely win? No, he freaking dominated. He won 6 out of 6 events. He's so strong, by far the strongest man. By far. So, will he actually retire? Okay. The answer is yes. He's freaking retired. He's done. He's not going to do Strongman anymore. You're like, no, I don't believe you. You think he's lying in these clips? He's making it up for fun? He clearly would keep winning. He could keep making money, keep being a superstar. Why would he retire? I'm going to answer that question as well. So let's get right into it and see. So on Instagram, he wrote this just a couple days ago. Iceland's strongest man for the 10th consecutive year. 6 events, 6 wins. Great way to finish off my strongman career. Sounds like he's retired when finish off my strongman career. It doesn't say gonna take a year off. It says finish off. Now a different journey starts, and I'm super excited. It's been a great time in the sport of strongman, but I've decided that I'm going to take a long break from the sport. Maybe I'll never return, but never say never, right? Well, I mean, of course, never say never. Michael Jordan retired from basketball and came back. People retire and come back. So you never know for sure. Somebody might be like, I am done. And then 5 years later, like, there's the Masters division. I want to do it. Or, oh, I have a special invite. I'm going to do it. But he's retired. You can unretire, but he's retired. When you say you're in a different journey, you're doing something else, you're retired. He writes, I'm only 31 years old and could come back in a few years if my heart wants it. Right now, my heart tells me that I need to be healthy for my family and do what's best for them. Thanks to all for your support over the years. I appreciate you all. Right now, his heart tells him that he needs to be healthy. I'm going to translate that into words that the general person can understand. He doesn't want to kill himself with PEDs. You can't just come out and say, hey, I don't want to die of a heart attack. I have a family that I want to live for. I'm only 31 years old, and if I keep abusing PEDs at the level required to win 11 and 12 and 20 straight consecutive strongman competitions, I won't live to see 50. That is the honest truth. Do you think that they're taking a wee bit of PEDs? Oh, I'm just on HRT. Or do you think they're taking every single thing and any single thing, if that's even a word, at the maximum dareable dosage that could possibly be taken to try to win? When you want to be the best in the world at something, and if you're not quite the best, you're going to take a little bit more to be the best. Whatever it freaking takes. I have the mindset of a champion. I'm not as freaky as these guys, but I do have world records, and I have set world records, and I want to be the best that I can be. I know what people think. And trust me, if you're almost the best in the world at something, you want to be the best, and you want it bad, and you will take whatever it takes to be able to win that title. You will do anything it takes to win that title. If you don't, you wouldn't have gotten to be the best in the world in the first place. You don't haphazardly be the best in the world just because of genetics. I try half-ass and I'm the best in the world. No, people at that level, everyone is giving it all they got to be the best. He is no different, and he has to abuse, not just take some, abuse more of these drugs to be at that level. Am I 100% sure? No, 99.5% of the time I'm right. And you can't really just tell somebody, I know what he's taking, I don't have a clue what he's actually taking, only I would bet on what he would need to take. It's a lot. He's my favorite strongman competitor. So when you type in that you're a hater and that you're jealous. Nope, not jealous at all. Zero jealousy. Like the fact that he's this guy. Like the fact that he can retire on top with his health still intact, I hope. You think your heart is made to support 400 plus pounds of body weight? Sure, it's cool. It's freaking amazing. I don't know what it feels like to deadlift 1,000 pounds, 1,100 pounds. No, I don't even know what it feels like to lift 800 pounds, let alone 1,100. I'm sure it's cool to be one of the biggest and strongest men in the world. But it's not easy on the body, plays its toll, and he wants to be around for his family. That makes sense to me. Way more sense than I need to keep winning Iceland's Strongest Man 11 times. He's won it 10. He's won the Arnold Classic. He's won the World's Strongest Man. He's been in movies. He was on Game of Thrones. He has over 3 million followers on Instagram. He has the world record in the deadlift, 1,100 plus pounds. The only man to ever deadlift that much. What more does he have to prove? Why should he keep doing strongman? He's done it all. He's won it all. After a while, enough is enough, and enough is now enough. He said there's different challenges ready for him, so what is he gonna do? He gonna box Eddie Hall for 7 figures. That's $1 million+ for those of you who are not good in math. That's a lot of money. Do you think the world's strongest man is gonna pay that much? Do you think they're going to pay that much to break a deadlift record? Do you think they're going to pay that much for anything he could do? No. Boxing is his biggest money-earning project he could do right now. It's the most money he could possibly make. And guess what? You think he needs to abuse PEDs to box? No, he doesn't. He can go on HRT now, like Coach Greg, lose, I don't know, 50, maybe 100 pounds. Lose body fat, lose muscle, compress himself down to a svelte 325 pounds of muscle. Oh, he's going to be so small, he'll regret losing all that weight. He's going to be able to bend over and tie his shoes now. That's going to be fantastic. He's going to be able to wipe his own ass. That's not such a bad thing. Think of how big this man is. He probably can't even sit on a freaking toilet. I don't know, he wouldn't fit in the little stalls that I've been in. He needs to get in shape so that he can beat Eddie Hall. I love this guy. I'm a fan of his. I hope he does well. I really would like to see him get shredded. That would be so fun to see this ginormous man go on maybe a 5,000 calorie diet. You know, a really low calorie cutting diet. So previously he had announced he was going to retire after Iceland's Strongest Man competition. So after the competition, he won by a mile. He's being interviewed. So what are your thoughts? What do you think? Tell us what you think. Are you really done?
I'm happy with my decision. This has been a great career. It's time to let this go and move on and do something else. I want to be healthy for my family.
I want to be healthy for my family. The key word is healthy. Strongman competition at this level, and frankly at any level, is not healthy. Unless you're natural and unless you're not trying to be 300 plus pounds. Strongman is about being the biggest and strongest man. The bigger you are, the more likely you have to win a competition. You're not going to be a little manlet like Coach Greg at 5'6" and 109. They're allowed to walk by, doggies. You're not going to be winning World's Strongest Man competitions at 5'6", 195 pounds, no matter how strong you are. So you need to be big and huge. And the more drugs you take, the more chance you get to get bigger. The more you eat, the more chance you get to get bigger. Bigger and fatter, more muscle, more fat. It doesn't freaking matter.
It doesn't matter how it makes you feel.
The bigger you are, the more likely you can lift those weights, pull that freaking 50,000 pound truck along, and so on.
For my daughter, for my future son, and for my wife.
I've said that in previous videos. You don't care about your own life? Look around. Look around. You have a wife, daughter, girlfriend, boyfriend, a circle, a freaking pet, a baby naked, a Gert. Something to live for. Someone else that you want to live for. You want to live for them. You can't abuse PEDs forever. I abused PEDs. I'm not being a freaking hypocrite. I did the same thing as him. I wanted to be the best. I did what I could do. I got as big as I could get. And I realized, hey, that's enough. I can't do it forever. Do I want to? Of course I do. But I want to be 90 years old. I want to be 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years old. I want to live as long as possible. And continuing to abuse PEDs is certainly pretty freaking stupid. I'd have to be a moron to think that I could just take whatever I want, look as big as I want, for as long as I want, with no repercussions. So it's about being smart and healthy and making the right decisions. I do a lot of cardio and I eat right, not just for how I look, but for how I feel on the inside and on the outside. And I like it. It's fun to be in shape. It's fun to be fit. It's fun to be able to go for a bike ride, for a hike, for a walk, and not tire out after 30 minutes, and not to be sore, oh my God, I can't handle this, and not to dread it because you're like, I just can't keep up. When you're in shape, physical activity is fun. It's a freaking reward for me. I can't wait to go out and lift weights. I can't wait to go bike ride. I can't wait to go for a walk. I love all of it. If you're out of shape, if you're 100 pounds overweight, that's not fun. You're 100 pounds overweight, you gotta go for a bike ride. You can't physically make it up the hill. You cannot. You're not strong enough, you weigh too much. That ain't fun. How fun is it to go for a bike ride and have to walk the bike? That's not a lot of fun now, is it? So get in shape, be healthy, make smart decisions. And if you're currently abusing anabolics, PEDs, whatever, think about it. Is it worth it? Not saying you can't use anything, not saying anything. Just don't break the law. But I'm saying use the smallest amount that will make you happy. The smallest dose that makes you happy. Whatever that is. It might be an abusive amount. But that's the smallest amount to make you happy. That's better than using double the abusive amount. If it's nothing, then power to you. If it's something, power to you as well. Don't break the law, but be smart with your health.
This sport is very extreme. It takes a lot in the body.
You're thinking, yeah, you might get a bicep tear, you might tear a hamstring. That ain't what he's talking about. Yeah, it's extreme. You lift heavy weights. But if you tear a bicep, you're still around for your family. You tear a hamstring, you're still around. It heals. But not the PD abuse. Not a heart attack that kills you.
And I want to make sure that I'm there for my family for a long time.
Last time I checked, all of us only have a certain amount of time on this earth, and using and abusing PDs ain't gonna help you live that much longer. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IP Bro. Hope you learned something on this video. Please watch one of these ones over there. And until next time, I am out.